Hey everybody, this is Roger with RG Motorsports here. What we have here today is a 2003 Ford Explorer Sport Trac. And there it is right there. And what we're going to be doing is some front brakes. So I hope you find this helpful and you like and subscribe. Thank you.
So I've got the tire off, and now what we're going to be doing is taking the caliper off, taking caliper bracket off, and taking the rotor off, because that's all getting, well, caliper's not getting new, but pads and rotor are getting new. And all you need is a ratchet, 14 millimeter, to get the caliper off. Just going to set that there for now. Now I'm going to have to remember where these pads were sitting. Kind of hang that out of the way there. Now we're going to have kind of some loud noises. We're going to take the impact, use the 15 on a wobble. Ooh. Bracket gravity. There we go. That stuff is off now. Alright, now that we have our new rotor, I'm going to stick it up here, and we're going to clean it down, because it comes with a type of grease on it that keeps it from rusting, and you want to make sure you have that cleaned off. We're going to turn it around to the other side. What I like to do is take one of the lug nuts and put it on hand tight, and that's going to keep that in place. We want to clean this side off as well. And I'm just taking some brake cleaner, spraying it down, and then a rag, and wiping it off. And that's going to be sufficient. And then next, what we're going to want to do is clean the pins on the caliper bracket. So we're going to take it off. See how kind of cruddy that is? Every time you do a brake job, you want to put new grease in it. See, I'm just taking it, wiping it off. I have new grease right here. And we're going to stick that back in there. Make sure that's nice and free, which it is. And we're going to do the other one. See how dried up and dirty that one is? You always want to clean these off. And again, we're going to put some grease on it. And this grease is what's going to help your slides move, which allows your pads to compress and decompress. And then what we're going to do is stick the bracket back on. And we're going to take our impact again. Now I'm not going to have this on the highest setting because it doesn't need to be extremely tight. And that there is going to do it. Now remember, we took the caliper off here, but we still need to compress the pistons. So I'm going to get my little tool together here, stick one of the old pads back in. And we're going to use this to push those pistons back. It'd help if I went the correct way. Now I'm going to need a wrench to help. Now we can open up our new pads, which are right here. This isn't sponsored, but these are what I'm using. Whenever you have new hardware, you want to switch them out. So I'm going to take that off. Now sometimes they're different, so you want to make sure that you always match them up. Alright, now there's that one. Now we're going to take this one off here and do the same thing. See, those two look the same? Now you're just going to slide this up in here. Make sure everything clicks in correctly. And we're going to get our new brake pads out. And sometimes these have a wear indicator mounted on them. So you really have to make sure where your old pads came from and match them up. But these ones don't. So I can just put these on. You always want to make sure your pad material is facing the rotor. Believe it or not, there's people out there that have put the metal part towards the rotor and ruined a new brake setup. Alright, there we go. Now those are on. We're going to take our caliper. You want to make sure and you don't get that line twisted, or else you're going to have issues with braking. Alright, that one there started. That one there started. We're going to take our ratchet and tighten them up. You want to make sure they're tight, but you don't want to over tighten them. And that there is one side of the brake job. Now we're going to go over to the driver's side and do the exact same thing. Alright, now that we're on the other side, we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to take our ratchet and our socket, loosen our caliper, stick our caliper up there for now. We want to make sure that everything is the same as the other side and that we're not dealing with stuff that somebody had lost parts on and just replaced it with something else. Right, there we go. Take our old rotor off. We're going to stick that right up here like we did with the last one. Take our brake cleaner and our rag. Spray this rotor down and wipe it off. Let's get those fuzzies out of there. And then we're going to turn it around, and like I did on the other side, we're going to put a lug nut on. And remember, this is just by hand, so you can take it right back off so you can put your wheel on. But that just keeps the rotor in place when you're trying to put everything on. And that way, it's not fighting you. Now, I'm going to go ahead and, before I clean the pins, stick the caliper bracket back on, just in case you guys weren't able to see it before, then you can. before you apply torque from an electric impact or air impact, you always want to make sure that you have that you would started it by hand. That way you don't cross thread it. See, I'm going to take the brake clean to this one and clean it off. Now this one I'm actually going to have to take a wire brush to, so I'm going to go get that. But yeah, we're going to want to get as much of this cut off as we can. All right, then we're gonna take our brake grease, make sure we have that nice and lubed. All right, that one's good now. Yeah, we're probably going to want to do that again as well. All right, now take our grease again, get that spread on there real nice. Because again, you want these to freely slide the way they're supposed to. There we go. I always want to test it and make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Then we're going to take our new clips. And just like we did before, we're going to take one of our old pads, and we're going to grab our wrench again. Now, if you're having any difficulties doing this and your caliper is not compressing, then you're most likely going to have to get another caliper. But this is going in pretty nice. It's not too difficult. And you're going to have some resistance because you have brake fluid in those pistons, and but these calipers have both compressed nice the way they should. And just like before, we're going to stick our pads just like that. And again, when you go and put your caliper on, you want to make sure that you're not twisting the brake line, because that will cause you a bunch of problems. And once again, we're going to take our ratchet and we're going to tighten that caliper up. All right, and then the very last step that we're going to do is you're going to want to go inside the vehicle and press on the brake pedal just to get pressure into the system. And that's done. And always be sure to make sure and check your brake fluid, make sure it's at level. So thank you for watching. Hope you found this helpful, and hope you like and subscribe. Thank you, and have yourself a great day.